Live from WYLN Hazleton, this is WYLN's late edition News at 10 with meteorologist Joe Garbacek, sports with Beth Mensinger, anchors Lisa Sugar and L.A. Tyrone. News, weather, sports, features, and more. You're watching WYLN's late edition News at 10.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN's late edition for Friday, June 14th, 2013. I'm Lisa Sugart. Tonight, a call for more funding. State transportation officials gathered in our area today to discuss the regional benefits of additional investment in the infrastructure. Plus, the Tamaqua community hosts Summerfest this Sunday, and you're invited. Gary Perna has the details. In sports, Beth Mensinger recaps the rivalry between the Rail Riders and the Iron Pigs. Crystal Harris is here with What's Up this weekend. Plus, one lucky viewer will win tickets to the High Mountain Craft Beer Festival taking place next weekend at Genetti's in Hazleton. And meteorologist Joe Garbacek has your Father's Day weekend forecast. But first, late edition's look at tonight's top stories. A Hazleton area school bus carrying young students home on the last day of school is now under investigation for an event that happened to an innocent bystander along its route. Late Edition's Ann Gownley has our story.
It was around 3:30 yesterday afternoon when Martini bus number 68 carrying kindergarten through 6th graders came down P Street and turned onto 23rd Street headed towards the school. Around that time, a young man was standing here on the corner and students started yelling profanities at him and throwing garbage at him like this ring pop still here on the ground. And now school officials tell us that they are doing a thorough investigation to find out who did it and why. This is the video captured by 18-year-old Christopher on the last day of school. Profanities and garbage being thrown at him. The Hazleton Area School District was notified late last night and began their investigation this morning, working with the family and Martini Busing. The district not only has this video as evidence, but also the video from inside the bus showing each individual taking part in the harassment. Christopher is autistic, and his mother, Sherry Seaman, says everyone who knows Chris knows that school buses are his favorite. Almost every day after school, Chris would stand outside of his mother's business on 23rd Street and take pictures, wave to all the buses, and he even knows what time they leave and the route they take. She recalls yesterday's horrific scene.
I was sitting at my desk filling out a child report for the day, and I saw the bus coming down 23rd Street, and I just heard this really loud noise, so it had my attention. And when it rounded the corner onto 23rd Street, he was just standing here, and all of a sudden kids were hanging out the window and they were just pelting things at him. Bottles of water or soda, water was thrown on him, food was thrown on him.
One of the bottles that a student threw off the bus did hit Christopher in the ear and cut it, but did not require medical attention. Today, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Francis Antonelli and Assistant to the Superintendent Donald Basic describes yesterday's incident as disturbing and quite frankly disgusting behavior by the students on the bus.
The behavior was totally unacceptable. We will not tolerate the behavior. They were out of their seats. They were engaging in a lot of inappropriate physical activity, wrestling with each other. At one point, they did throw projectiles from the window and made some rather inappropriate comments to a handicapped individual that was out on the sidewalk.
It's probably one of the most disturbing and disgusting displays of behavior that I've seen in my career here with the Hazleton Area School District. And it's not something that will be tolerated by anyone in our district.
The district contacted Martini Busing, and Antonelli says they are just as upset about what happened.
He did pay a visit to the family and to the young man who was on the sidewalk, the victim, this morning. He's tremendously concerned, and again, he'll work with us and cooperate with us to do everything we need to do to assure that this behavior will never occur again on any of our buses.
The district says they are continuing their investigation and are in the process of IDing everyone on the bus that was responsible.
We will hold them fully accountable. We will press charges and prosecute this to the fullest extent of the law, because once again, we will not tolerate this behavior on any of our buses or from any of our students, either in school or to and from school.
The bus driver's role is also taken into consideration during this investigation. Sherry says her son was taken back by the incident and was still questioning today why it would happen to him.
He just didn't understand why. He's 18 years old, but he has the mental capacity of an 8 or 9-year-old. So he just doesn't understand why. And like I said, he was a little bewildered when it did happen. And he kind of asked again today, like, why would they do that? And I told him, honestly, honey, I don't know.
The district says they will continue to investigate this matter until it is resolved. And when school resumes in the fall, there will be consequences for their actions while under the district's supervision. The students may be looking at disorderly conduct and harassment charges for yesterday's incident. In Hazel Township, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
Thank you, Ann. Former Congressman Tim Holden may be back in government soon. Governor Tom Corbett has nominated him to a vacant slot on the Liquor Control Board. Holden lost last year's Democratic primary to Matt Cartwright in a newly drawn district. Corbett's a Republican, Holden a conservative Democrat. The seat on the 3-member LCB has been open since Pat Stapleton stepped down in October. Holden needs a 2/3 vote of the 50-member Senate to be confirmed. The job pays about $71,000 each year. Hazel Township Supervisor Francis Butch Boyarsky was in Luzerne County Court today concerning write-in votes cast in the primary. Gary Perna was there.
Hazel Township Supervisor Francis Butch Boyarsky is challenging his defeat in the write-in Republican race. Today, Judges Joseph Burke and Joseph Sklorowski from the Luzerne County Court of Common Pleas heard the case involving the 16 votes. The Republican nomination went to Richard Wenches by write-in as there was no Republican on the ballot. Today, Wenches made his case to both judges about why the votes should stand as they are.
I think that there's a large number of independent voters. They'll never have a say unless it's ruled in my favor. The other concern I have is we don't know if all those people that voted for my opponent really were voting for him or another individual. Like I said, there was some people that voted for Donald Duck that I read. We just don't know. If the names aren't spelled properly, I feel as though they should be excluded. I spent a lot of time asking people to spell my name correctly, and time will tell who wins.
Attorney Pasco Shivo is representing Butch Boyarsky. He believes that Boyarsky's rights were violated.
Mr. Boyarsky was unjustly treated by the Luzerne County Election Board by not having these 16 or 17 write-in votes counted and accumulated for him, which would have given him the Republican nomination for Hazel Township Supervisor. Now, have Mr. Boyarsky's rights been traveled upon? Have they been violated? I sincerely think they have been, and that was the issue before the court. The election board, I think, went on the premise that they can blanketly knock out any votes that don't prescribe to what they want as a policy, but that's not the law. The law is that you have to treat these cases on a case-by-case basis, which they did not do in Mr. Boyarsky's matter.
The controversy is over these 16 votes. 14 of them only said Boyarsky. One said Butch Boyarsky. Another one said Eugene Boyarsky. Eugene is Butch Boyarsky's middle name. Both judges took everything under consideration. No time frame was set for when a ruling will be handed down. In Wilkes-Barre, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Tomorrow will be a big day for the founders and board members of the Hazelton One Community Center. The doors will open to the public at 10 a.m. to welcome families from around the area to sign their children up for over 30 activities, from basketball to art to music class and dance. Board President Bob Curry and Executive Director Eugenio Sosa were at the HIP building preparing for the big event today.
We are expecting like a great surprise from the public, from the community, because they're going to turn to the center as a new meet place. I mean, when they can have different activity. But as Bob said, we have more than 30 classes that we're going to be running, especially since preschool to 10, also for adult. And really, we are very excited because how do you see outside? We have already the vendor that set up their business. And since yesterday, we have families that are coming to the center with their family, with their kids, and they see the place.
The excitement will not stop tomorrow. Monday afternoon, the doors officially open, and there to cut the ribbon will be a very special guest whose dream was to open this community center to bring the children together.
Joe Madden will be joining us, which is kind of unheard of. You don't often see a baseball manager lead team in the middle of June, but Joe's commitment to this project and Joe's commitment to the city of Hazleton, along with his wife Jay, is so strong. They're both going to be here, so we're really excited about Monday as well. We have a lot of registration and sign-ups and things to do this weekend, and then it'll all culminate on Monday with our official ribbon cutting. We'll turn the key in the door and say, here we go.
Again, tomorrow's festivities begin at 10 o'clock at the Hip Community Center, 9 East 11th Street, and they'll continue Sunday, and then the big grand opening with Joe Madden on Monday. Tonight was graduation night for Hazleton Area High School's class of 2013. Our Gary Perna reports.
Tonight, over 700 seniors are now officially graduates of the Hazleton Area High School. The sun was shining and students were filled with excitement as they were honored. High school principal Rocco Petrone had this message for the class of 2013.
Set out each day, believing in your dreams, knowing that without a doubt, you are made for greatness. Be courageous. I'm going to quote Walt Disney. All dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Class of 2013, I'm going to miss you.
Devin Eichfield was named valedictorian.
We are all here today because one of the biggest chapters in our lives is finally closing. But with the end of this chapter comes the beginning of a new one. The beginning of something much bigger, much better, and most importantly, and perhaps most frighteningly, unknown.
Ashley Divinac was named salutatorian.
After 4 years of hard work and perseverance, all of us here tonight will receive our high school diplomas. Looking back, I am reminded of what Aristotle once said. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. After today, a new chapter in each of our lives will begin.
Then the moment the class of 2013 had been waiting for.
Richard Ruggiero, Joshua Vilko, Benjamin Zabore.
Dr. Francis Antonelli, Superintendent of Schools, certified the diplomas and was proud to announce the class of 2013 as official graduates.
As Superintendent of Schools, it gives me great pleasure to stand before you today to certify that the graduating class seated before you has completed requirements prescribed in Chapter 4 regulations as set forth by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, as well as the Hazleton Area School District. By the power vested in me, granted by the state of Pennsylvania, I declare the class of 2013 official graduates of the Hazleton Area School District.
Students erupted into applause and threw their caps into the air as official graduates and ready to start the next chapter in their lives. In Hazel Township, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary, and congratulations to all of the graduates. The Wilkes-Barre River Fest will kick off in 1 week. It's the annual event celebrating the Susquehanna River. It's at Riverfront Park in Wilkes-Barre. Today we spoke with John Mayday from the Wilkes-Barre Chamber about the big event.
River Festival will be kicking off on June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And once again, we're going to have a lot of stuff for kids, environmental exhibits, a lot of activities, entertainment, boat trips on the river, plus dragon boat racing again. But also we're extremely excited about the live broadcast with WYLN on Friday evening and on Saturday. And especially, the one thing that we are extremely excited about is first time ever, this has never been done before, it's John Stanky and the Coal Miners, Polka on the River Common. This has never been done before, so we're excited about this.
Now again, WYLN broadcasting live starting at 5 p.m. with Topic A on Friday, and then on Saturday with Stanky and the Coal Miners from 6:30 till 8:30. If you've never been there, come out and enjoy Wilkes-Barre Riverfest next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You definitely will not be disappointed. Well, first came the shop, then the Shop 2, and now a second Shop 2. Today, the ribbon was officially cut on a second location for this unique consignment store called the Shop 2. The original store opened 3 years ago on 11th Street. Cousins Carmine Parlator and Francine Umbriac are co-owners.
The shop on 11th Street is what we called the shop when our dads worked there as plumbers. So when we were kids, we lived above the shop, and that's what we called it, the shop. So when we wanted to come up with the name for the shop in 2010, I thought of the Shop 2, making the 2 second chance for both the building, second chance for the consignment pieces that we have, and that's how it came about.
Donna Palermo, president of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, hopes today's grand opening will attract even more businesses to the downtown.
Hats off to Francine and with her cousin Carmine, because they have the confidence to come downtown. They feel that the location is safe. They feel that their customers will come downtown to shop, and we thank them for their confidence in the downtown Hazleton, and we're hopeful that through their initiative here that we will have other businesses coming downtown to open up shop.
Very, very excited, very humbled to be down here. I love Hazleton. I want to see it come back downtown. The great businesses that are down here like Jimmy's, Carmen's, Tri-County, Felons. I want to be part of that. I know I could never be to their level, but I think it'll bring a new vibe down here, bring more people down here. We're going to keep this shop in great shape.
Now, the Shop 2 is a consignment shop for used furniture, antiques, and accessories. You can bring your items in, or they'll come to your home. You get 50% of what it sells for. For more information, stop in the brand new Shop 2 at 105 East Broad Street or the original location behind Hazleton Elementary Middle School, or call them at 751-3351. And just one correction I want to mention to you, the HIP Community Center for their big grand opening and all the activities that start this weekend, it's 4th and Seibert Streets in Hazleton, not 11th Street as we incorrectly mentioned. 4th and Seibert Streets in the old MPB school. Hope a lot of people will come out this weekend. And that's a look at tonight's top stories. Well, what will the weather be like for all the activities taking place this weekend? And it's Father's Day to boot. Meteorologist Joe Garbachik's in the Weather Center with a preview. Joe?
Thanks very much, Lisa. Overall, the weekend, at least for Saturday, looking pretty good. Sunday, though, there's going to be some changes in the forecast. We'll talk about what we can expect the entire weekend coming up next.
All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tamaqua, PA is a 3-generation family-owned and operated dealership entering their 33rd year of business and continues to uphold the family philosophy that every customer should be treated as part of the family. Stop in and let them show you how they honor these values. You'll meet a family member in every department, from finding your new car in sales to low interest rates and financing and extending your vehicle's life and service.
Give us the opportunity to show you. We're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, announcing how everybody can make the Grand Central connection with the grand opening of our second location on Route 93 across from Berger Family Dealerships. During our grand opening celebration, take part in our weekly $300 Hazel Park gift certificate giveaway. Grand opening prices up to 50% off, free delivery, and up to 36 months interest-free financing. And remember, shop Grand Central, where your house becomes a home.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce welcomes all vendors and crafters to participate in the Downtown Hazleton Farmers Market beginning Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 20 West Broad Street. To become a vendor, call 570-455-1509 or email info@hazletonchamber.org. Heritage Sure Save, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage Sure Save, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week we have a special offer for WYLN viewers. Spend $50 on a single transaction and receive an 8-inch decorated Father's Day cake free. WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton and surrounding areas. We offer a competitive salary and benefits package. Call 956-5772.
plenty of flags flying today. That is because today is officially Flag Day, the birth of Old Glory back in 1777, June the 14th. And there's also the birthday of the United States Army, which was established June 14th of 1775. So today marks the 238th birthday for that. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Nothing to show you right now. We are quiet, and we'll continue to be quiet through the overnight hours. The rain has moved out. The precipitation, some of those showers that we had, moved out as well. Skies will continue to be clear to mostly clear tonight, and looking like a lot of sunshine heading for our Saturday. 59 our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. Pressure coming in at 29.92 inches of mercury. We've picked up now 0.14 of an inch of precipitation since midnight. Our Robert Stevens Face and Body Almanac page for the day. 69 and 49. Our split in temperature 77 and 56 are the averages. 92 and 40. The record high and low still stand. 5:31, 8:37. Sunrise and sunset for the daytime hours of tomorrow. All right, 24-hour low temperatures started out in relatively cool, generally 40s. Even some 50s out there. Tonight is going to be no exception. It's going to be another cool night out there and comfortable. Tomorrow, it's going to be very nice. Take a look at those high temperatures over the past 24 hours. 70s, and in the higher elevations, temperatures in the upper 60s. Very comfortable conditions, and a nice day it was temperature-wise. 59 now in New Angola, 62 in Berwick, 61 in Monnoy City, 62 degrees in Bloomsburg. Here's a look at satellite and radar. High pressure will start to build in as it is. It will continue to bring in those clear to mostly clear skies. That will be the case through the overnight hours. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine, sunny skies. Nice day. I think we'll be getting up into the 70s. Picture perfect and comfortable. Then as we go into our Sunday, looks like some showers and thunderstorms have a chance to move on through our region. Some upper 40s tonight. Tomorrow we're in the 70s. Heading into tomorrow night, not quite as chilly, but still nice. Dropping down into the 50s. And then notice Sunday looking nice. Temperatures getting up into the 70s. High pressure in control tomorrow. Very nice indeed. Father's Day, it's going to be some showers and thunderstorms, but as I showed you on that latest computer model run, really not painting as much of a picture of green, if you will. Not as much showers and storms as originally first thought, but still, I think there's going to be some of them around going into our Sunday. Enjoy tomorrow. Can't get much better for this time of year. 70s. And there's going to be a couple locations in the mid to upper 70s to lower 80s. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. It's going to be pretty nice tomorrow, and then a couple of those showers and thunderstorms for Sunday. Still think there's a chance we're going to see some sunshine here and there as well. Pleasant for Monday, 77. Some more showers and storms around for Tuesday, and then looking pretty good for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. Our evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the daily 365, the big four, 1399. Quinto numbers looking like this, 70530, cash 5, 8, 14, 19, 23, and 29. Lisa.
Thanks, Joe. Well, get ready to dial and win. Next Saturday, June 22nd, will mark the second annual High Mountain Craft Beer Festival, sponsored by Hazleton Rotary and at Genetti's on Route 309 in Hazel Township. The event will feature over 40 craft beers, live entertainment, including WILN's own Jeff Bonomo and Ostrich Hat. We have a pair of tickets, a $40 value for one lucky viewer right now. Call us at 459-1869, extension 1172. Leave your name, town, and phone number on the voicemail. We will pick one lucky viewer's name at random. Remember, you can only win once every 60 days, and this is for our live 10 o'clock newscast only. Coming up, looking for funding to beef up Pennsylvania roads. More late editions still to come.
The The High Mountain Craft Beer Festival is Saturday, June 22nd from 1 to 5 at the Best Western Genetti Inn and Suites in Hazleton. The festival benefits the Hazleton Rotary Scholarship. Come sample over 40 great craft beers, taste some great food, and listen to some great music provided by one of Northeastern Pennsylvania's premier cover bands, Ostrich Hat. You must be 21 to enter, and tickets are available in advance or on the day of the festival. Craft beer lovers, don't miss the High Mountain Craft Beer Festival, Saturday, June 22nd.
Hi, I'm Liz Tolan. I'd like to invite you to the first annual COPS event. It's taking place on September 21st right here at the Butler Township Community Center. This event, brought to you by WILN 35 in Hazleton, the Greater Hazleton Health Alliance, and other area sponsors, will consist of a 5K run, 5K walk, kids fun run, open air concert, free cookout for the community, crafters, tricky trays, and so much more. Proceeds from this event will go to benefit 4 area police departments. When you call these men and the men and women they serve with, they're going to be there for you. Won't you take one day out of your busy schedule and be there for them?
When it comes to the wire guys, you are going to have an amazing experience. And if it means giving you back your money, plus, I'm going to do it. We guarantee everything. 112% money back guarantee. Labor and material guaranteed for a year. So you don't really need to worry about it. You're going to walk up to the wall, throw the switch, put your power cords in the outlets, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. Call me. Your time is valuable. If we're late, you get paid.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WILN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Live, America's favorite pastime on your local network, WILN TV 35. See the Major League Stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WILN TV 35. Visit WILNTV.com for a complete Iron Pig schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WILN, your home for live sports.
Welcome back. PennDOT Secretary Barry Shoak was in the region today, ostensibly to talk about the long-proposed extension of Route 424 into the Humboldt Industrial Park. But L.A. Tyrone says there was more to it than one single road project.
Today's appearance in Hazleton was a stop on something of a budget-selling tour Shoak has been on. In fact, just before stopping here today, he was in the Lehigh Valley telling drivers there adoption of the transportation spending plan would mean a wider Route 22, something drivers there have wanted for a long time. Here, it's the 424 extension. In neither case did he promise it would happen. He just said if there was funding, it might. The main idea is to build support for spending more money on roads. The warm-up acts included Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce President Donna Palermo, Pittston State Representative Mike Carroll, and Senator John Gordner.
We have several projects that we are waiting for funding, and without the funding for Route 424 in Humboldt, where we have over 8,000 employees who are on 924 constantly, and they're all looking for a second safety exit out of Humboldt Industrial Park, but none of this could happen without funding.
And those projects include both maintenance of our existing network. We have plenty of examples of structures that need repair. The Harrison Avenue Bridge has been widely reported in Scranton that has had chunks of concrete fall.
The governor has introduced back in February a choice of should we invest in transportation or should we let the status quo continue? And frankly, as an engineer and as Secretary of Transportation, it's clear that the status quo is not acceptable. We have an aging infrastructure, one in which the average age of our bridge is 51 years old. We own 25,000 bridges. Now, George does an outstanding job up here with his crew. For every new bridge we've built, that means there's 2 that are 75 years old.
Shoup says doing nothing is not an option.
That costs the economy of Pennsylvania. It costs all the existing businesses, all the existing 12 million people who live here, additional money. How? By additional wear and tear in their vehicles. Each time we post a bridge, it costs more for the farmers to get their farm products to market, and for people to haul materials around the state to divert around those weight-restricted bridges. Without action, unfortunately, we see another 1,200 to 1,400 weight-restricted bridges coming in the next year.
But there isn't a transportation proposal. There are transportation proposals, 2 of them, and they're very different. One, which comes from State Senator John Rafferty and mirrors almost identically former Governor Ed Rendell's idea from 4 years ago, has already passed the Senate and is on its way to the House.
Shortly after Governor Corbett took office, he authorized a Transportation Funding Commission to gather in order to come up with ideas in regard to the needs out there and also come up with proposals as to how to meet those needs. That commission issued its report, and ultimately when the governor made his announcement earlier this year in February as part of the budget, this transportation funding plan was a direct result of information gathered from that commission. It recently passed the Senate by a vote of 45-5. Whether it was Senator Argyle from Schuylkill County, Senator Udicek from Luzerne County, myself, we all supported the legislation. We're hoping the House takes it up in a bipartisan way as well. And again, this has to do with bridges, it has to do with roads, and it has to do with jobs. As the Transportation Secretary said, we could see 50,000 construction jobs and related type of jobs over the next decade with this investment.
But that proposal is quite controversial. It not only removes the cap from a wholesale gas tax, it also dramatically raises the cost of driver's licenses and registration stickers, increases coming close to 40%. And it adds a $100 fee to every single traffic citation in the state. House opposition is already lined up. Chad Ford, suburban Philadelphia Republican Steve Barrar is leading it, and he says there are not enough Republican votes in the House to pass it.
As much as we need transportation funding for highways and bridges in Greater Hazleton and Greater Pittston, there are equally compelling needs for transportation funding for transit in our urban centers in Philadelphia and in Pittsburgh.
And that's another hurdle. Many Republicans from rural areas will not vote to give SEPTA and the Pittsburgh Port Authority more money to spend, saying if they need revenue, let them raise their fees. Even the governor has a problem with Rafferty's proposal. He says it's too big and hits drivers too hard. His, which is part of the state budget the House has already passed, is more modest, $1.8 billion. It uncaps that wholesale gas tax and makes some other adjustments, but doesn't hit drivers as hard as Rafferty's. But even that cap removal will raise the cost of gasoline. The question is how much, with estimates being all over the road, from a few pennies to 28 cents a gallon. Can-Do's Kevin O'Donnell didn't say which one he supported, but says transportation is vital.
The Secretary said it best when he said that we can't accept the status quo. Right now, the way it is, the state is in a situation where we can't add any additional capacity to our highways. We can't maintain what we've got out there right now. And from my standpoint, economic development could eventually come to a stop if we don't get additional funding for the needed infrastructure.
Well, I think it's a combination of both new projects like the Expressway project or the ramp that will support the economic development associated with the industrial park where they're trying to grow and bring new businesses in. But we also, the revenue will help us take care of existing roads and bridges that support our current businesses. I mean, every business that's located along one of our facilities is relying on us to maintain that facility and keep it in good condition and not weight restrict a bridge that would add to their costs. So the additional investments can allow us to take care of the pavement and the bridges on the roads that already exist.
More will be spent on transportation. The question at this point is how much more? And how much will it cost drivers? L.A. Tyrone, WILN's Late Edition.
Thanks, L.A. Beth's in with local sports when we come right back.
Hey, Hey everyone, want some close-to-home fun? Join the Keystone Active Zone Passport program to create your own backyard adventure exploring parks, trails, and events. It's fun, easy, and it's free. This year's Passport has more than 30 stops. Enjoy Riverfest in Wilkes-Barre and Pittston. Explore the Delaware and Lehigh National Heritage Corridor and more. Register at kazpassport.org. Visit as many stops as you want. Each stop has a question. Find the answers and log them in on the website. Start exploring today.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. We have 25 risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
Everyone knows that Bottlenecks is the home of award-winning wings and mouth-watering steaks, but now a new, tasty reason to stop by. Brand new fire-grilled ribs. A half rack of meaty, fall-off-the-bone St. Louis-style spare ribs, fire-grilled to perfection. And the best night to give them a try is Thursday for Rack 'em Up Rib Night, featuring the delicious ribs served with bottomless fries for only $9.95. Bottlenecks is open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open till midnight every day. There's always a reason to stop by Bottlenecks.
I'm Tiffany Cloud. A few years ago, Luzerne County government changed to an 11-member county council. A new county manager was hired, and a year later, what is the state of the county? How do you think the county manager performed his first year on the job? Robert Lawton, Luzerne County manager, joins me this week on Storm Politics only on WYLN.
Last night, the Iron Pigs got a jump start on winning the newly commissioned Iron Rail Trophy after coming out on top of the Rail Riders 4-2. Scranton Wilkes-Barre in Allentown for Game 2 of the series, looking to even it all up. Ethan Martin on the mound for the Pigs. First inning, first batter, and some controversy. Scranton Wilkes-Barre's Addison Marzuzak hits a questionable fair ball up the first base line to Darren Ruff. Ruff says that he tagged right there, but Marzak called safe. Dave Brundage comes out for the Iron Pigs for the debate, but in the end, Marzak will be called safe at first. No worries, though, for Lehigh Valley. They will get out of the inning with this 6-4-3 double play. Starting for the Rail Riders at pitcher, Jose Ramirez. He will walk both Cesar Hernandez and Cody Ash in the first, but he will strike out the side as Cody Overbeck will be called out looking. Skipping to the bottom of the fourth, Darren Ruff on first. Overbeck hits a double for the Iron Pigs, runners in scoring position. There's Josh Fields. He comes to the plate, grounds out to shortstop Alberto Gonzalez, but it's all good, and it's good enough for the score. As Ruff crosses the plate, Iron Pigs up 1-0. Still in the fourth, 2 outs, and catcher Cameron Rupp up to bat. Rupp just called up from the Reading Fightin' Phils. He will line drive to left field. Overbeck will score. The Pigs will go up 2-0, and Lehigh Valley will continue to dominate on the field. They win 2 in a row against the Rail Riders. The final 4-1 Iron Pigs. Last night, the Norfolk Tides game was postponed with Louisville. They made it up tonight with a doubleheader. The Tides fell in Game 1, 5-3. Russ Kanzler playing first base. He went 0-2. And for the night game, still going on, top of the 7th, Louisville has the 1-0 lead. Stick around for the second half of sports coming up in a few minutes. And next, Lisa's back with the top story recaps.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You're going to meet Robert Franklin, who after a childhood injury over 12 years ago
was suffering until just one visit of chiropractic care changed his life. It's sensational, but it's true. And it's his story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Recapping tonight's top story, a school bus incident under investigation for an event that happened on the last day of school. Ann Gownley reports.
It was around 3:30 yesterday afternoon when Martini bus number 68 carrying kindergarten through 6th graders came down P Street and turned onto 23rd Street headed towards the school. Around that time, a young man was standing here on the corner and students started yelling profanities at him and throwing garbage at him like this ring pop still here on the ground. And now school officials tell us that they are doing a thorough investigation to find out who did it and why. This is the video captured by 18-year-old Christopher on the last day of school. Profanities and garbage being thrown at him. The Hazleton Area School District was notified late last night and began their investigation this morning, working with the family and Martini Busing. The district not only has this video as evidence, but also the video from inside the bus showing each individual taking part in the harassment. Christopher is autistic, and his mother, Sherry Seaman, says everyone who knows Chris knows that school buses are his favorite.
And I was sitting at my desk filling out a child report for the day, and I saw the bus coming down 23rd Street, and I just heard this really loud noise, so it had my attention. And when it rounded the corner onto 23rd Street, he was just standing here, and all of a sudden kids were hanging out the window and they were just pelting things at him. Bottles of water or soda, water was thrown on him, food was thrown on him.
One of the bottles that a student threw off the bus did hit Christopher in the ear and cut it, but did not require medical attention. Today, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Francis Antonelli and Assistant to the Superintendent Donald Basic describes yesterday's incident as disturbing and quite frankly disgusting behavior by the students on the bus.
The behavior was totally unacceptable. We will not tolerate the behavior. They were out of their seats. They were engaging in a lot of inappropriate physical activity, wrestling with each other. At one point, they did throw projectiles from the window and made some rather inappropriate comments to a handicapped individual that was out on the sidewalk.
It's probably one of the most disturbing and disgusting displays of behavior that I've seen in my career here with the Hazleton Area School District. And it's not something that will be tolerated by anyone in our district.
The district says they will continue to investigate this matter until it is resolved. And when school resumes in the fall, there will be consequences for their actions while under the district's supervision. The students may be looking at disorderly conduct and harassment charges for yesterday's incident. In Hazel Township for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
Thank you, Ann, and that's a look at tonight's top story. When we come back, we're going to tell you all about Summerfest that takes place this weekend in Tamaqua. Plus, Beth has sports and Crystal has What's Up this weekend.
And speaking of the weekend, what's up with the weather forecast? I'll let you know what we can expect coming up in a few.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
I used to think that me and my dad were just building a car. I realize now that it was a lot more than that.
That's the one, bud. Okay, come here. What's this guy right here? You know what that is?
Find the parts you need at Harry's U-Pull-It. Visit us online at WeGotUsed.com to shop our yard or visit us at one of our 3 locations in Pennsburg, Allentown, and Hazleton.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Hey, neighbor.
Lousy weather, huh?
This is not a good time.
For it to be raining and my satellite dish to lose its signal? Man, I heard that. You mind if I watch your cable?
Look, my kid's having a sleepover.
Right. I'll just watch it on your bedroom set.
Service Electric Digital Cable with On Demand. The best TV in the neighborhood.
Join us at Carmen's Country Inn, where Happily Ever After begins on Sunday, June 30th from noon until 3 for the wedding show of the season, Beautiful Beginnings. The area's finest in service and products will be on hand to show you how you can make your dream day come true. Enjoy a fashion show by Wedding Bells Bridal Shop. Sample a wine designed especially for the occasion by Simply Homebrew. Not planning a wedding? Join us anyway for great ideas on how to make your next social event spectacular. Join us and bring your friends. This event is free and open to the public.
Welcome back. Well, this Sunday, Father's Day, downtown Tamaqua will come alive for its annual Summerfest. Gary Perna has more.
This Sunday, downtown Tamaqua is the place to be to welcome in summer. That's because the 23rd annual Tamaqua Summerfest will be taking place. What is Summerfest, you ask? Well, Dale Friedenberger fills us in.
Summerfest is a long-time tradition in downtown Tamaqua where families come home, they get together, it's Father's Day, they come downtown, usually as families, and enjoy all the festivities. And it's basically a celebration of the summer months and activities here in Tamaqua.
What can we expect at the day-long event?
Summerfest has pretty much something for everybody. We have about a 3-block long street fair in downtown Tamaqua with a lot of crafts, vendors, local organizations that are selling various items. We have about a car show which takes about a 2.5-block area of South Railroad Street. There will be activities around the train station, more crafts backed by our Hegarty Blacksmith Shop. But other activities include the Eclectic Circus, which is a fun event, a Buster the Clown, the car show, fire company participates. There will be music at several locations, and a lot of fun, just a lot of general fun activities. Tons of food, all kinds of homemade and ethnic foods from around the region, street vendors.
Dale said the day has become a homecoming of sorts.
Over the years, people have kind of used it as an excuse to come home, visit their family and relatives, get together and spend a family day together. We have so many activities going on in downtown that it's a great opportunity for people to get together, yet have some fun, get something to eat, sit down, and just kind of enjoy a day together.
It may be raining today here in the borough of Tamaqua, but that has not stopped organizers of Summerfest from slowing down. They say everything should be in place for Sunday, and they said the weather is expected to be nice. So if you don't have anything planned yet for Father's Day, why don't you bring Dad down to Summerfest, where there's truly something for everyone in the family. In Tamaqua, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. And to find out what else is going on this weekend, here is Crystal Harris.
Well, here's what's up this Father's Day weekend. Whitetail Preserve on Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg is hosting a Shoot for a Cure benefit for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. The shoot runs from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. and participants will get 100 targets, a t-shirt, plus lunch will be provided. Enjoy great shooting, great food, and the great outdoors. Whitetail Preserve, plus support a great cause, and that goes on tomorrow. Faith United Church of Christ, located off the Airport Beltway, will be holding their annual Faith Fest tomorrow. You can check out the yard sale from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. Lots of delicious food will be served from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Plus, lots of great entertainment is scheduled from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. There will, of course, be tricky trays to take a chance on as well. The Hazleton Integration Project will be hosting the grand opening of the Hazleton One Community Center this weekend at the former MPB school building. You can stop by between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. tomorrow or Sunday between noon and 6 to check out the new community center and register for some programs slated to take place there. Call 861-8081 for more information. Eckley Miners Village is hosting their annual Patchtown Days Festival. Festival hours are from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. both tomorrow and Sunday. You can tour the village as well as enjoy lots of great entertainment. Admission cost is $10 for adults, $9 for senior citizens, and $6 for children. Black Creek United Methodist Church is hosting a Strawberry Social tomorrow from noon until 5 p.m. The social benefits the Hazleton Enlarged Ministries Children's Summer Programs and will feature food, games, and entertainment. Another Strawberry Social also takes place tomorrow. This one is at St. Luke's Lutheran Church in Freeland from 4 until 7 p.m. Ticket cost is $6, plus other food will be available for purchase. The PTPA is back on stage this weekend and next weekend with their performance of The Outsiders. Showtimes are up on your screen right now. A buffet is served 90 minutes prior to curtain, and ticket prices range from $10 up to $32. Call 454-5451 for tickets or for more information. Power is hosting a series of movie nights called Movies at the Marco. The first movie in the series will be the movie Brave, which will be screened tomorrow night at dusk at the Cityscape parking lot in downtown Hazleton. This movie premiere is free and open to the public. The Partysville Station is holding a breakfast from 8 a.m. until noon on Sunday. The breakfast will be held at the Fellowship Hall at Faith United Church of Christ. Ticket cost is $6 for adults and $3 for children. Or you could stop by the Sugarloaf Fire Company's all-you-can-eat breakfast on Sunday morning. That breakfast runs from 8 a.m. until noon at the Fire Hall. Ticket cost is $7 for adults, $4 for children ages 5 through 10, and free for children under 5. Takeouts will also be available. The Elks Lodge on Broad Street in Hazleton is holding a Father's Day brunch on Sunday from 8:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m., so treat Dad to breakfast at the Elks. Ticket cost is $6 for adults and $4 for children. You can still register for the Helping Hands Golf Tournament, which is slated for June 23rd at Blue Ridge Trail Golf Club. Call 455-495-82 to sign up. Cost is $85 per player. And that's what's up this weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, including my dad Ed and my father-in-law Tom. Stay with us for more Late Edition coming up right here only on WYLN.
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center. Nestled within the quiet town of Weatherly, PA, we offer our residents and their families tranquil and scenic views from just about anywhere in the building. We are located within minutes of Hazleton General Hospital, as well as major metropolitan medical and trauma centers in the Lehigh Valley. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secured dementia unit within our facility. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by today for a tour.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and heavy hitters. More than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
For a dealer that will take the time to get to know our needs.
And hook me up with something that has some all-wheel drive and some power. Bam!
And what will you be using the car for primarily?
Cycling, snowboarding, kayaking, you know.
Gardening, antiquing, and commuting to work.
I've got just the car.
And we've got just the dealer.
The right car.
The right price.
The right dealer. Fairway Subaru. Yeah.
Join us this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Tingo is going to share some advice with our viewers on how they can age gracefully and be healthy and fit throughout all the seasons of their life. It's coming up this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Join us.
State announced that they are banning bags, backpacks, and purses from all home athletic events this fall, and that includes all athletic venues, including Beaver Stadium, the Bryce Jordan Center, and Rec Hall. Each fan will be permitted a single clear gallon-sized plastic bag for medical and child care items. Items abandoned at entry gates will be tossed. Penn State says the policy is an important additional layer of security for all the spectators and participants. The no bag rule was first enforced at the Blue-White game in April. The Flyers have also begun preliminary discussions on extending Claude Giroux's contract. The 25-year-old center has 1 year left on a 3-year, $11.25 million contract. He's a restricted free agent after next season. He had 13 goals and 48 points in 48 games this season and 333 career games over 5 seasons with the Flyers. He has 91 goals and 291 points. The Pittsburgh Pirates put A.J. Burnett on the 15-day disabled list today. He is a strained right Calf. He's 4-5 with a 3.12 ERA and is second in the National League with 99 strikeouts. The Bucks activated right-hander Charlie Morton to take the roster spot. Morton's had been out a year to the day after having Tommy John surgery. The Pirates also released reliever Jose Contreras, who had been on the DL with lower back pain. And former Sixer Andre Iguodala is opting out of his final year of his contract with Denver to test the free agent market. He'd have made $15.9 million this coming season. He is 29 years old. He averaged 13 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 5.4 assists last season. Under the terms of the collective bargaining agreement, Iguodala can sign a 4-year deal with a new team or get an extra year by choosing to stay with the Nuggets. Had he not opted out, Iguodala would have only been eligible for a 3-year extension. Stanley Cup final tomorrow, NBA Finals on Sunday, so that shines the light on baseball. Tonight in the Eastern League, Fighting Phils win 10 innings, 3-1. Senators over New Britain 4-1, and Portland trails the Arrows in the 9th. We already went through the International League, so to the majors. Orioles over the Red Sox. Washington fell to the Indians, and the Kansas City Royals take the Rays 7-2. The Blue Jays blank the Rangers in the 7th. Tigers up 4-0, and the Astros have a 1-run lead on the White Sox in the 8th. The Yankees trail the Angels, and Seattle is up 1-0, both of those in the 3rd inning. In the National League, in the 6th inning, Phillies down 7-5 with the Rockies, who are missing Troy Tulowitzki, who is out with a broken rib. Pirates win over the Dodgers earlier in the final in 10 innings. It's the Reds over the Brewers 4-3. Cubs win 6-3 over the Mets. Miami gets a W over St. Louis. The Giants shut out the Braves. And in the bottom of the 2nd inning, it's Arizona leading San Diego. That score, 1-0. Stick around, Joe G's coming back next.
WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton and surrounding areas. We offer a competitive salary and benefits package. Call 956-5772.
Tom, you can't be serious.
Hey, good morning, neighbor. Just thought I'd pay some bills and download some tunes.
You've got DSL at your house. Go do that there.
Yeah, but your cable high-speed internet is so much faster.
Lucky me.
Oh, by the way, your mom emailed you. Man, are you in trouble.
Service Electric high-speed internet, the best internet in the neighborhood.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazleton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
All right, we're not quite 60 degrees. We're at 59 to be exact. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. High pressure building in. Skies clearing out. We're going to be dry through the overnight hours. Temperatures now holding in the 60s in just about every location. Some upper 50s out there as well. Winds not too much of a factor. They have continued to die down even up in the Wyoming Valley area. And we had some of those showers, a thunderstorm or two around across parts of our area today. They have now since moved out. Again, we'll continue to see clearing skies tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, and as we go into our Sunday, some showers and some thunderstorms, the possibility of them developing across our region. But take advantage of tomorrow. It's going to be nice. It's going to be splendid. It's going to be a great day. A little bit wet for Father's Day, and then looks like we'll dry out for Monday, and then Tuesday again some more showers and storms. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of ARC Electric. And then as we progress through next week, we start to dry out again as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with temperatures for the most part in the 70s. And some overnight lows, cool, comfortable.
All righty. Congratulations go out to Leonard Rossi of Weatherly. He won 2 tickets to the 2nd Annual High Mountain Craft Beer Festival taking place next Saturday at Genetti's in Hazleton. More chances to win coming up, so stay tuned to WYLN. Congratulations go out to our Julie Stefanovich's nephew, Ricky Ruggiero, our Kim Zabore's son, Ben Zabore, and my nephew, Josh Vilko, all members of the class of 2013 for Hazleton Area High School tonight. Congratulations to all of the class members, and we wish them the best in their endeavors. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. We'll see you Monday.